Awesome! Welcome back to the Forever DM Star Wars Hunters podcast. We were just talking about the fact that we've got a cold weather front coming through here tonight,
A little
and
bit chilly.
Through the undercity of Coruscant.
through the undercity of Coruscant. Does it snow in Coruscant undercity? Yes, but it's asbestos from the upper
I was
level.
gonna say, are there seasons on Coruscant, or is it just always like shitty and dirty?
It depends who wrote the book.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the last thing in canon that was said is they actually have a weather control system that causes it to rain. But
I feel like that tracks.
also, the levels are so much there's so much distance between the levels that of the lower city that the lower city can have its own atmosphere and weather system between the levels.
Yep.
If you there's this guy that does a very interesting YouTube channel, and he talks about the history of Star Wars, and he does facts about the levels of Coruscant and how horrible it is the further down you go. We're talking Hive City and 40K bad. Like, the lower you go.
Yeah.
Like, to the point that he's surmising that the lowest levels probably have, like, their own societies of mutations and monsters that aren't even aware of what's above them.
Believable, yeah.
That absolutely tracks. Also, you just described New York City.
The Morlocks, right? Is that the X-Men group that was
That's
down
exactly where I was going.
See, how much of a nerd am I? When you say Morlocks, you think of X-Men. When you say Morlocks, I think of, like, H.G. Wells' Time Machine.
Yeah.
Just showing your age, Bill. That's all.
I'm not that old. I'm 43.
Uh-huh.
You all go that route. You all said Morlock. I heard more like Murloc and just went. Oh,
So in this training that I've been in all week, we've talked about ages and stages a lot, and we have defined the group of 35 to death as the death group, which is like middle adulthood to late adulthood, so we're all just death group.
Awesome.
Cute.
That's your metal man.
Right? If your knees sound like Rice Krispies, you're probably in the death group.
When you wake up and you've crippled yourself just from sleeping, you're over the age of 30.
Oh, man. That was me yesterday.
Yeah, I actually woke up and Trish was making fun of me because I did the old man one hand on the back. It was like, oh, my sciatica. And she's like, you did not just do that.
Well, and that's because we all reside on the bottom level of Coruscant.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Bottom level of Coruscant is just reality.
further you go, it's more reality. So on that bleak note, as we last left off, you guys finally decided to do your Doug heist, or you tried to liberate a Doug. Vobin's cousin, who you were hired as your second job, first job being the fight you threw.
We successfully liberated Doug. We didn't try anything.
You did.
We are successfully liberating.
No, he's liberated. He is out of the facility.
He is very much out of the facility. There's no facility left, but he's out of there.
immaterial.
So, with that being said, the party leaving, trying to fake a crash as if their ship went down in the destruction of the Pike hideout, failed in fooling the Pikes on said destruction and ended up being chased. So, as we last left off, the party was being, let's see, where is that? There we go. Oh, loud. Lower that a little bit to a more reasonable level. As
Do you mind moving us over?
oh yeah,
There it goes.
All right. So starting off, yep. Let me get rid of a couple of things here real quick. Just 3 things that shouldn't have populated on this thing. All right. So first off, I need everyone to roll initiative, as we now get to use some of my new favorite rules I found online that is supposed to make chases more interesting.
Here's an important question for you, Bill.
Here's an
While
important
initiative is
answer.
being rolled. What skill would be used to control the turret or the electronic warfare? Probably should have looked into the different positions on a ship.
We are not going to do ship rules here.
Okay.
So that should simplify a lot more. But once you realize what these new I'm going to go over what these new chase rules are. and you'll see how streamlined it is. So,
You got it.
Question mark dice you are rolling right now.
Right.
Jesus.
all right. So for a Watt, I have a 23. For Tisk, I have a 10. For Thule, I have a 5, and for Sugar, I have a 6. All that sound good?
No,
Yes,
I didn't.
sir.
You didn't roll?
How do you have a 6 for me?
Yeah,
I didn't roll
rolled either. Is that from last time?
I don't know,
Oops.
unless it accidentally populated. But you guys go ahead, and I will.
I have a
can-
12. I just rolled my physical die.
I will correct that.
Mine should show as
All right, you're at a 12. Thule?
I just hit roll initiative, but I don't see it doing anything on here. Okay, I only have a +1. We'll just go here. Roll.
You got
man,
3.
I should have taken your 5.
All right, so what we're doing here is that you will act in initiative order. And when you act in initiative order, you will tell me what your character is doing to either speed up or slow down the people chasing you. You will tell me what skill you are using, and I have a DC that you have to use said skill to hit. You decide the skill, you decide the action. And whether or not you pass it either means that your ship gets further away from the chasers, or the chasers get closer to you.
Sounds good to me.
Interesting.
It's a very fun new chase mechanic that I read about online that I was looking forward to using. And so, starting off with what? You are being chased by 3 speeders. One, obviously, a refurbished taxi cab. 2 other speeder bikes with Pykes on them. They are gaining in on the ship. What? What are
Those be
you...
speeder Pykes?
Speeder Pykes. What are you going to do?
Super quick. The game is currently paused for me.
Not anymore.
No, it's not.
An ion damage. Did that
Could be exactly what you want right now.
I'm trying to remember.
Here's the thing. We're not rolling to hit. Don't worry about hitting or anything like that. These are simply going to be skill checks. You tell me what you're doing and what skill you're going to do it, and you describe it, and we will go from there.
Interesting.
So if you're going to use an ion cannon, what skill are you using with said ion cannon?
Oh man, I'm rethinking the way to do this using those parameters. Probably grumbling and still just fur frayed out everywhere, having been nuked at one point.
You were flavor blasted.
I was, I was indeed. I'm gonna walk. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna walk over to like a hatch that goes up top, and climb up and pop up out of the top and use the tech power ion blast. I'm gonna target this creature over here, this guy, and so I'm gonna pop up, and the skill I'm gonna use is acrobatics. And the reason I'm gonna use acrobatics is because it's funny, but also because right as I level up the Pop Lad wrist blaster that I have, Thule dodges and avoids a column or something, and I have to use my acrobatics to hang on. And so that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, nice.
17.
All right. With a 17, as very cinematically, Thule is dodging traffic. You shaking out. Whoa! You fire off an ion blast. You smack this speeder, and the speeder falls back 10 feet away from the chase.
Sweet.
Is that your turn?
I am gonna also use a back-to-back
Okay.
spell to heal myself, but I'll do that on my own time.
Awesome. Oh, let's start. Back up to the pike. Which one is it?
Speeder Pike.
Speeder Pike number 2. He is going to make a piloting check to speed up and catch up closer to you guys. He does make the DC roll, and he advances towards the speeder, your speeder, 10 more feet as he starts closing in. And that is his round. Shug, it is your robot?
It's your turn, Shug Droid. What would you like to do?
The hero we deserve.
That should be a 12 with me.
I'm going to put him as a 13. That way he's like right after you.
Okay.
Oh, what? No, because Bill
Try
can't.
11.
Yeah, Bill can't. Yeah, Bill can't reverse.
That's not
math.
even. That's not. Don't say math. I was like, that's not even math. That's counting, bud.
Shut up!
But now the unknown NPC is before or in between me and the droid.
Oh my god!
You can just click on it.
There
and
we
drag
go.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, there, fixed it. It's in alphabetical order. So Shug Adadi is before Shug Droid.
Yes, correct.
With that being said, it's technically gonna be Ruben. Ruben the cousin's turn, and he's doing nothing. He's currently watching and freaking out that you guys are being chased by the Pykes. So that is gonna be his round. Shug, now it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to use the technology skill to climb into the vents or systems, the electronics, and start rerouting things to the engines to speed us up.
I
Okay.
love it.
I'm unplugging non-essential systems and rerouting that power to the engines.
Are you just randomly popping out going, hey?
Yes, absolutely. That's a given. I shouldn't need to say that out loud.
All right, roll me a tech check.
Okay, this is my good one. I got a +9 on my tech. Okay, it's a 14 on the die, so 23.
23. Okay, so as you're sitting here and you're climbing through these tubes and you're pulling wires, you're connecting, random shit is going on inside the ship as this is going on. You know, lights are blinking, radio's coming on. You see the radio just starts playing Doug Shack from Bad Baby and then shuts off. And
For those of you listening, Bad Baby is the canon Anzellan pop ska band in world.
oh, they were a boy band, so now they're a boy band ska band.
Oh yeah, definitely. They like
Phases,
they're
man.
the
Don't judge them.
they're the front line, like they do all like the dancing and like popping and locking and all that shit, and then they've got the horn line in the back.
And of course, like you got the young one, you got the old one, you got the cute one. One's a
You
troublemaker.
got the gay one. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You got the one with white hair.
The one with white hair.
Wait, that's all of them.
Well,
Oh,
does one of them just have frosted tips, though?
My frosted tips. That's
Yes.
but it's obviously a horrible wig.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. So with your tech check, you are successful, and with 2 successes, the entire ship moves forward 10 feet, moving away from the Pykes as they are gaining in. And Shug, that is the end of your turn. Is your droid doing anything?
So I was going to ask you, am I able to do something with the droid? Is that
I don't know. Can you think of something that the droid would be doing?
so? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stick him. Are doors open? Is there like a bay door that can be opened? Or
They do have sliding doors that opens up on either side. So if you want to open it up,
It is
Okay.
the UPS truck.
Yeah.
So okay, with my droid's tiny hands, is he able to open the door?
how
Is it
much?
Is it like one of those Is it like one of those minivans where you press the button and the door automatically opens?
No. I will say no because I want to know how much can the droid lift? How much? What is the weight capacity of your droid?
I mean, not a lot. It can handle like light items. It can't handle like any items that would be like two-handed. It cannot handle.
Okay,
Kind of like a mage hand, like 10 pounds or less.
there is a
Pretty much, I think. Yeah.
when the vehicle's in transit. This is Bill feeding on real life because this happened to him today. When the vehicle's in transit, all the droid can do is press the button, but the door opens very slowly. Like when your wife is a lot shorter than you and drives your car and pulls the automatic like electric seat all the way up, and then you're sitting there holding the button for what feels like forever as the seat goes all the way back.
That's fine.
Can't-
So
I came here tonight to escape reality. Get out of here.
Because that's what happened to Bill
So-
today when he took his car.
my droid's directive is if any of the speeders get within 10 feet of the ship, to open the door and start throwing detritus out at them.
Just
Pick up random like pieces of whatever the fuck they can find, blocks of spice.
It's just raining spice.
That is like the general directive that the droid is going to be under for the length of the combat, unless I decide to change it. So.
Gotcha. All right, so going into the Pike driving the taxi, or the refurbished taxi, he is going to make a piloting check to move forward. He rolls a 1. and failing their check, they will fall back 10 feet out, possibly out of the chase. Tisk, it is now your turn. The door is slowly opening as Shug's droid's holding the button, and the door is.
Okay, so as the door is opening, I am gonna grab the sniper rifle that we hid behind some coat, something.
Tully's coat.
And I am going to go into like a sitting like knee up position as the door starts to open, and I would like to track the movements of the one that has gotten closer on that side. I would like to use my survival skill to like keep an eye on their tendencies of like how they're dodging traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they like go to dodge something, I'm gonna take a shot at where I'm expecting them.
All right, give me a survival skill check.
Not bad. 16.
16. Awesome. So you're sitting here and you are in the watchtower watching the Germans from Saving Private Ryan as he's bobbing in and out, weaving like the repulsor engine of the speeder just going as he's dumping up and down. You hear people honking horns. As soon as he comes down, boom! You fire a blaster bolt, a sniper blaster bolt shot. Ricochets off the front of the speeder, and he falls back. You're talking about this one, right?
The one. No, I was going with the one that was closer to us.
Oh, okay.
That's the side that the droid was opening the door,
one.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you hit him, and boom, he falls back 10 feet.
Just big toothy grin. There's just like a pat on the side of the sniper rifle as I wait for something else to come up close.
All right, next Pyke thug. The one in the taxi. He reaches over and smacks the guy piloting it. He will use an intimidation check.
Ooh, better.
And it works as he concentrates harder, and this one gets back into the chase, climbing 10 feet closer towards your speeder. Thule, it is your turn. You are piloting.
Yeah. So Thule starts off. This blaster round goes off right behind him, or the sniper blaster round, which I'm assuming sounds a little bit louder than the typical blaster round.
It sounds like if you watch Star Wars when they shot the droid Obi-Wan was riding on in Clone Wars 2. The concussive like going off very
absolutely loud. Hey Tisk, don't lose my coat. And Thule is going to try to disregard all distractions and focus on drafting the speeders in front of him and around him to continue pushing his way forward here, and he is going to focus solely on piloting.
Awesome.
No more distractions about coats.
Nice.
And he's going to do that with a 19.
19. Yeah, very, very skillfully. Thule bobbing. He is a leaf on the wind as he is bobbing in between these speeders. And Thule, the entire ship advances another 10 feet towards the edge of the map.
I am beauty. I am grace.
All right, coming down to the last Pyke.
Finally, watch Firefly.
Get out of my head, Jacob.
We're starting back through it.
Has she not watched it? I'm pretty shocked at that.
She had not. So
You are most definitely not a leaf on the wind.
And he is using his piloting check as he tries to floor it, and as he does, then when looking at his redlining of his speeder, and his speeder starts and his speeder starts falling back 10 feet as he rolled a 4 on his piloting check.
look.
Top of round 2, what?
All right. From where I'm at on this little top hatch, right? I'm gonna just start kind of cackling and laughing and just grinning down at Tisk as he uses this giant sniper rifle that obviously I gave him. And in just an absolute absurd choice here, I am just gonna hop up on top of this speeder and just start dancing. Just like stomping, giggling, having a great fucking time. This is amazing. And I'm going to use performance and intentionally like just I'm doing like the dance of my people, my clan's dance. I'm having such a good time, and I want to distract these guys so that one of them hopefully flies into a tree because all speeder chases have trees.
So what
And I'm
is
not giving myself any bonus or anything. 14.
what is the TikTok dance of your people?
Oh God. So you know how Lerman can like turn themselves into a wheel and roll?
Yes.
It's just like one of those circus wheels where just one person is inside of it, but it's just me. It's somewhere between breakdancing and just like tumbling down a hill awkwardly.
You're just like cartwheeling at like a 45-degree
100%.
angle, like
Absolutely.
somehow staying on.
Absolutely.
With a 14, they are very confused to see this small furry Lerman on top of this speeder. They don't know what the hell he's doing. With that, your speeder advances another 10 feet.
Hell yeah. Never underestimate a well-timed moonwalk, guys.
All right, so come down to the Pike. Let's see. He is very annoyed, so he is going to pull a blaster, and he is going to fire at the speeder.
What skill is he using?
What skill is he using? He is doing the exact same thing Tiska's using. He is going to use his survival to aim at a moving target as he is piloting his speeder, and that is a natural 20, so he will hit your speeder, and your speeder will drop back 10 feet as the engine takes damage. And, something else. Let's see if Bill can... Quick. Ha-ha! There we go.
Oh, nice.
So as as one of the engines starts belching smoke and fire, the speeder does drop back 10 feet towards the Pykes. It is the cousin's turn. He will start yelling at you guys that he will not be taken captive again and that you need to do your job, trying to use an intimidation check. Yeah, he rolled a 1. You guys are just hearing him yell and cry in the back.
Checks out.
Shug, it is your turn.
Okay. So is there anything I can do to mitigate the damage that was just done?
If you want to use your skill check to advance the ship further to by mitigating that damage somehow, we can definitely do that. If you want to quote unquote put the fire out.
Yes, that's basically what I'm looking to do. Yeah.
All right.
Except I'm doing it the way R2 does it in episode 1, where he he plugs in like the proper cords and then the shit stops smoking.
That was Anakin that did it during the speeder during the pod race, right?
No. Oh, well, there's that too. No, I'm talking about when he's on top of the fucking Nubian, like the ship when they're escaping the Naboo.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
The introduction of R2
Yeah.
as the only character who will remember everything because he's never had his mind wiped.
Yep.
Yeah. Why do you think he went into a depressive sleep in episode 9?
He was like, "Man, I've seen some fucked up shit. I'm going to bed."
Yeah. He was emotionally eepies at that time. So we've all had those moments. So what skill check are you using?
You know what? I'm going to do something completely different because I just remembered I have this thing.
Now for something completely different.
So I pop out of a panel next to like the piloting seat. Like I like stick my head out and I'm like, so well I've been ducking around here. I've been watching the pilots back there, and this one's got a tick. So I'm using this thing. It's called skills exploit. So basically, it says you attempt to find a weakness in your target. Make an investigation check contested by the target's deception check.
Okay.
If your check succeeds, hang on. If your check succeeds, if a friendly creature makes an attack roll against the target, they get advantage basically. So I'm not trying to use it for that purpose, but I'm trying to give Sean a boon because I'm telling him how this person is flying basically.
Gotcha. Okay, I get it.
Does that make sense?
Yes. It sounds like
difficult to explain.
It sounds almost like 5E's insightful fighting for an inquisitive rogue, but you can give it to someone else.
Yes, that does seem what it's like.
Okay, all right.
Does
That-
Boone translate to?
So I have to make a contested check first. So, Bill, I need you to roll a deception check, and I'm using investigation.
Alright.
Oh, hell yeah. 23.
Yeah, you beat that 3.
This guy's not a good pilot. Oh, I'm targeting the...
They all had the same deception, so it really does.
Who shot us?
This fellow.
Okay, so then I want to target that one.
You target that one, and with Thule listening to you and you beating him on his deception roll. Oh, I thought I turned that alarm off. He will fall back 10 feet as your speeder gets closer or gets further away.
So the I'm trying to like explain that how I just did that. I'm like, all right, Thule. He's touchy on the brake there. So if you swerve in front of him, he'll brake, and then that speeder I can tell is a little sluggish. It's not speeding up as fast as the other ones. So you veer slightly to the right, and he's like, "Nah."
that speeder's timing's off.
Got a few moves.
All right, so coming down to this Pike thug in the taxi, the one that failed last time, he'll try to do another piloting check, and he rolls another one, and
Holy shit.
he falls back 10 feet, almost off the board. Tisk, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try for the sake of just wanting to do something different here. I'm gonna grab a block of spice.
My droid is already holding one.
I saw you grab it out of the droid's hand, and
It goes, whirl, whirl.
I'll like look at it, and I'll look at it and just say, throw it. As the droid chucks it out the window, I'm gonna use a perception check to track it with the sniper.
Hell yes.
Right as it gets to this like back taxi spot, as I try and like burst the spice block.
Yes.
All right.
Brilliant.
Roll me a perception check.
17.
All right, so as you fire your blaster and the concussive goes off from the sniper rifle, you smack, perfectly timed, you smack this spice block right above the taxi. It explodes. And those of you that have played with non-dairy creamer as an accelerant, like I did in high school, it ignites the spice and an entire fireball covers the front of the taxi as it continues to fall back, and it is out of the chase.
Hell yeah.
All right, back to... Well, he is no longer in this chase.
Whoops.
This one, seeing what happened, he will make a piloting... This Pike, yep, he makes a decent piloting check on his speeder bike. He will advance 10 feet closer to your speeder as you are now being chased by 2 Pikes on speeders. Back up to what?
Hold on. Can we go back to me?
Oh, did I skip you?
I think we skipped Thule.
That
I was in between the two. That's fine. No worries.
that is my bad.
So Thule's gonna hear this coaching coming from Suga. Shug, sorry, not to mix up your two names. Shug
Suga was my
and
mother.
Sugar was my...
oh, that's gold.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that is so good.
Anyway, so listening to this coaching from Shug and paying attention, Thule is going to attempt to maneuver this minivan. I have a friend who's an Apache pilot, and he said that driving he got moved down to being a Blackhawk pilot instead. He's like going from a Ferrari to a minivan. So Thule is going to take that same approach and try to make this minivan move like a Ferrari. And knowing that it doesn't have the settings to that himself, but relying on his own strength and mechanical energy to force it to do what he wants against wind resistance and all that, he's going to use an athletics check to just assume that it's a fucking sports bike.
All right.
It's not 20 plus 8. So 28 as Thule is going hard on this throttle.
All right. With a 28, you advance 10 more feet towards the edge of the board. You are almost away from these 2 Pike speeder bikes. He's already taken his turn. What? Now it's your turn with the top of round 3.
Watt is going to try to do something useful, and I see that there's a fire sputtering out, slowly drifting behind us, and I realize that's coming from our ship. And I'll and dive down into the ship, see the compartment that Chug went into earlier, and just like don't even land in the cargo area. I just dive straight from the roof hatch into that hatch. It's just a firm missile. And then
A thistle.
Yep. And then I'm going to try to actually do some tech here, crawl back into the engine area. I'm going to take a moment, breathe, give myself guidance here, and roll. With a tech check, I got a 15.
15. All right, with a 15. You are able to snuff the fire. So the fire goes out. And with that, the party advances another 10 feet, leaving the Pykes behind as they are lost in the underworld traffic. And you pull away, successfully navigating this skill encounter away from the Pykes and ending the chase. Tully, you look in the Star Wars version of a rearview mirror, and you see the Pykes slowly fading into the distance into traffic as your speeder pulls forward.
That's how you do it.
A eerie calm settles over the ship as the sense of danger finally, after landing on the Pike outpost with the massive amounts of explosions.
I plugged the radio back in.
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy 1 soundtrack.
I give a little fist bump to the droid.
You knock it out of the shuttle.
It uses all four of its hands to fist bump your one hand.
You fist bump it, and its claws does the up and down underneath. All right. So as eerie quiet settles over the ship, you hear a shaky voice in the back. Are they gone?
Yep.
And it's probably too late, but you said my uncle sent you, right?
Yep.
Anybody want noodles?
I could go for noodles.
And like a kid who has latched on to a random thought, Watt bounds up and sits on Thule's shoulder and just starts going, noodles, 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 noodles. Oh, where do we want to take him? Do you like noodles?
He's not gonna like this.
I don't know why you're talking about noodles at this point. I kind of just want to get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Because he's hungry.
For noodles.
Well,
noodles.
I'll be honest. I just saw you guys blow up a whole Pike cookhouse and spiced in, and you know what? Whatever you want, I'm okay with that. It's you guys are the boss.
Do you have anything else to wear?
No.
Yes, probably best to get you in some disguise.
I throw Thule's jacket at him.
He puts it on awkwardly, trying to fit his feet through the arms.
It's like wearing a shower curtain.
Yeah.
It is enormous.
I'm gonna call Ruben.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna be great. Go ahead.
Hello?
So like it rings, the comm link rings on the other end. Eventually
I'm already asking hello. It's still ringing.
Eventually you hear the connection and what? Who's this? Who are you?
I'm what?
No, I'm asking you what?
What this?
Can I have the comm link, please?
Do you want noodles?
Who the hell are you?
We're gonna get noodles.
Hey, can I talk to Vobin?
Your nephew's coming too.
Oh, you have my nephew.
Uh-huh. I'm like this with Shug. I'm like just stiff arming him. Just barely bigger than you.
Who are you? You with that group? You with the little guy? The Anzellan?
What?
Where's my nephew?
He's getting noodles.
I'm gonna have to roll an insight check on an NPC. Hey.
I hope he fails.
He did not. Alright, fine. Where are you getting noodles?
Should we call Yi and tell her we're on our way? As Thule's just talking loudly.
I have what?
Someone look up Galaxy Noodles. She needs a heads up.
What about Galaxy Noodles?
Galaxy Noodles, alright, we're on our way.
Hello?
He's
gone.
You just hear a hang up.
Oh, so you told her.
He hung up on me. And I will immediately comlink Galaxy Noodles. Because I'm exactly who you want doing the talking.
Something tells me this may not go well.
It just
But
rings.
there's just like the biggest, like toothiest smile.
It just rings and there is no pickup.
I think they're busy.
So what is the party doing?
Only
Galaxy
fucking
noodles.
noodles.
We're going to get.
You're piloting. Is that where you're heading?
I'm gonna head a few blocks shy of Galaxy Noodles so we don't drop this giant fucking minivan in the middle of this food court.
Full of meth.
Right?
All right. So you got your meth-filled Winnebago.
Yep.
So sure enough,
Is there an automatic recall function on speeders? Like, can you just tell it to drive home?
unless it's installed,
They probably didn't install that on this.
more than likely not. So continuing forward, Thule, you piloting this ship, heading towards Galaxy Noodles because you guys have been there multiple times. Somewhat easier now that the veil of the deafening zone of the HoloNet has been lifted in this area. You guys make it through without a problem. Landing several blocks away, you do find a decent-sized landing area as you lower this large speeder filled with illicit goods, parking it in a semi-residential populated shopping area.
Is there a way to lock this?
You have the key.
I'm not used to flying something this small. Do I just hit the button?
I just take it from you.
As soon as it touches down, Vobin's nephew, he's off it. He's off the ship.
As he goes to get off the ship, I just like grab him by the sit him back on the ship.
Give me a strength check real quick. Or what do you want to use?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible. What a time to use this. I am going to use a feature that I haven't used yet. Called Saving Face.
I'm so excited.
Trandoshans are careful not to show weakness in front of their allies for fear of losing status. If you miss with an attack roll or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet of you, with a maximum bonus of +5. Once you use this trait again, you can't use it again until a short or long rest. So that's a 5 plus, I guess, 4. 5 if you count the droid.
Okay. So
You're just trying to fail up, is all.
Yeah, so it's literally like once per rest, I get to just add an arbitrary bonus because I don't want to fail.
okay. So what's the roll in total?
I guess it's what, 9?
All right, you beat his 5.
Great.
Oh, poor guy.
As he goes over there and you grab him by his ankle, his foot, and you pull him back. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get off the ship.
You stay with us.
Fine, can we just go? I really am sick and tired of being held captive by thugs.
Who's a thug?
You.
I'm a thug.
I look at him and I twirl a set of binders that I have with me. It's like, you can stay close peacefully or not, but you stay with us.
Yeah, because
until you're delivered.
Yeah, because that's not conspicuous, walking around a Doug.
Do I
and
look
binders?
like I care as I put the sniper rifle just on my shoulder?
You know what? You don't.
If it would be less conspicuous, I've seen the way human mothers carry babies. I could probably carry you the same.
Look, I'll walk, but you're not going to swaddle me.
And stay close and I won't have to.
All right, fine.
I literally do uppies it to Lee.
And in one arm, Thule picks you up, takes his coat back from the Doug, wraps you up in it, and puts you in his arm. I have another arm if you need one, Doug.
How did my uncle hire you?
We're very persuasive when we want to be.
All right, can we leave now?
Noodles. And Thule starts carrying what? Just to go get noodles.
There is a peaceful, gentle snore coming from Thule's arms almost immediately.
All right.
Once he agrees to go with us, I will mount the sniper rifle back on the ship before we close it up instead of carrying it.
All right. So as the party leaves the ship, you hit the little key fob on the keys. It safes it. It closes all the doors, and you hear the burp burp as you guys are walking several blocks away, and you're walking into, as you remember, Galaxy Noodles was in the center of I wouldn't say ye old, but ye futuristic strip mall. But getting closer, you do notice that Yi Hito, the Zabrak female with tan skin and blonde hair, who runs Galaxy Noodles, is arguing with what appears to be a Doug and a large individual in a helmet, that both of which look very familiar. You see a couple other nameless thugs and henchmen standing around, all armed, as you guys get closer. Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know you. I don't know your shop. All I know is I was told to come here. I'm looking for a weird group of people. Little fuzzy guy, little guy that he's about this tall, big stinking herlick.
Are we close enough to hear this?
Yeah, as you're walking up.
Hey, doesn't that sound like us? That sounds just like us.
Wake up,
Oddly
baby, watch, we're here.
coincidental.
As you say that, Vobin turns around, looking, and he sees his nephew. He says, "Ruben!" And he comes like running up with his hands. Ruben runs over to him, and they kind of hug. He's like, "Uncle!" It's like, I can't you came for me. And then all of a sudden, Vobin just slaps Ruben across the face. "Where's my money?"
Yeah, that tracks.
What do you mean, Unc? What do you mean? Where's your money? Where's my money? You sit here, you borrow a ship's worth of credits from me, and then the next thing I know is you're working for the Pykes as an indentured servant. You had all that money. What'd you do with it? Uncle, I don't want to talk about that in front of people. He looks over at all of you. Fine. We're gonna talk later. We're gonna go to my apartment now that you guys are done with it, right?
I'm snoring.
I take it as a yes. You guys are done with it. I'll be talking to yous in a second. We're gonna go to my apartment. Oh, Uncle, I don't want to go to your apartment. That place is dirty. You know what you do there? It doesn't matter. We're gonna go there and we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna find out where my money is. I'm gonna find out why you were working for the Pykes. He immediately turns around, looking at Shug. And as for you, I thought I told you this needed to be under the table. What part of blowing up the entire Pike stronghold and it falling and leveled down is under the table?
But they don't know who did that. Definitely can't be tied to you.
It is under where it was.
My God.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the main point was so that they could not tie it to you.
You didn't have to kill them all. And at that
We
point,
didn't kill all of them.
you see
One alive.
Yee's
Tisk just goes,
Yee's eyes light up. You killed all the Pikes?
No, I mean, most of them.
And
There
then
were a
you
couple
come
that got away with
here?
just because she's kind of like nodding. Yeah.
She puts her hands in her hair. It's just, oh my God, I've got to move.
We're so hungry. We could really go for noodles.
But look, I just want to be done with you. Oh, look, you did the 2 jobs. That's fine. Oh, you 2,500 credits and some information?
Whoa! It was 6,000.
Roll a deception check.
Okay, hang on. What is my
Can,
deception? +5.
as I'm snoring, feel free to tell me this doesn't work before you say what the result of the roll is here. And my snoring is just kind of distracting. And I want to give a potent aptitude, so basically a D4 bardic inspiration to Shug if I can.
You know what? Why not?
Add a D4 to that, bud.
You want to roll it? You want me to roll it?
Nope, you roll it.
Okay. Max die on the D4. That brings my 9 to 13.
Oh, okay. Well, I would take a picture of that, but I don't want to. Natural 20.
Fuck. All right. Well, I was a shitty roll anyway.
Yep. It's not 6,000. It's 2,500 a job. You got 1 for throwing the fight. You got my cousin or my nephew, he's, my cousin's boy, and I'll owe you another 2,500.
He never actually paid us for the first one. He was
Yeah.
going to pay them both at the same time.
But it was taken off the debt that we owed him, the expense of the information.
Nah, this is actually I remember Shug negotiated this on top.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I didn't write
that's-
down any of your negotiations. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So okay. So what I remember is we're supposed to be getting paid 4,000 credits total.
Yeah.
Like between the jobs. So 25. I don't know where the 2,500 number is coming from.
Maybe
but
the 500.
also, every
was the
time we've
answer.
talked to him, the number has changed. So, like, that's why I changed the number.
You start to notice the way the guy works. All right, fine. All right. Hold out your credit chip. And you see him reach into a pocket. He pulls one out.
Yeah, all right. It's better be the right amount this time.
He taps your credit chip, and you just see the basic number system for Star Wars. It's, and you see 4,000 credits. All right, we're straight there now. 2 sets of information that you need. Number 1, you're trying to find this Imperial. All right.
Right.
All right. So I had some dealings with him during the Empire days, before everything got all confusing with the New Republic up above. It was good. We made some money, but when everything started going south, he came down and he called in some favors. I know what he's looking for, and I told him where to find it. This Malik Sorbo, right? That's the guy.
The guy.
Yeah, there's a reason I told you that it's a little time sensitive. So you took a couple of days, so it's on you. He was looking for a crypto surgeon.
For what?
Like the currency?
No, a crypto surgeon. You know, those people that can change your face.
Interesting.
Crypto surgeon.
Yeah, he was looking for a crypto surgeon, and the best ones in the galaxy are Fergosians, and there's only one in the Undercity. It's his doctor.
And his name is?
His doctor. His name's Thamada, and that's where I pointed Malik to. I sent him towards the Fergosian doctor. Okay.
Sounds like we've got a doctor to visit.
So there. Now we're settled. You wanted to find the Imperial. I told you what information I gave him. I told you why it's time sensitive. Whether his face has been changed or not, I don't know. You guys are the one that took your sweet time and still ended up killing all the Pykes.
You're welcome, by the way. Don't worry, we'll come back and call in that favor at some point.
What favor?
Enjoy your prospering business, absent of the Pykes.
All right, let's get out of here. I hope I never see your little ass again. And all of you. And he looks at Thule. He goes, however, if you want a job, you come back here and I'll give you a job.
As he's pointing up at Thule, Watt just like mumbles in his sleep, "No thanks."
So let's get out of here. And he grabs his nephew by the back of the neck and starts like walking him as they're all walked off. You see the large bodyguard that you now know as a Gungan looks at Thule and kind of
will reciprocate a nod of respect.
Yeah, does the chin raise of yeah, I know you, buddy. As Vobin and his group walk off boarding a speeder and they leave. You see Yi is now standing just in the entrance of her shop, her hands up to her horns. Oh my god, I've got to move. They come back here. I can't believe they came back here. Why'd they come back here? Oh, the Pykes are going to kill me.
How is that possible? We've killed them all.
Tisk just like walks past her into the store. No more Pykes. Extra meat. And like heads to the table for noodles.
Yeah, the multi-armed chef that works for her is just starting to make you guys bowls of noodles, and she's still sitting back and forth like panicking in front of the shop as you are laid out bowls of noodles. Tisk, yours of course has extra living meat in it. As the party settles down for a well-deserved noodle dinner.
Noodles.
Nudes.
Then nudes. So, with the party enjoying their noodles, you guys going to take a long rest or a short rest? What are you doing?
Long rest in the noodles.
I don't think we have time. I think we should grab a short rest and then return the speeder and make our way to. I'll call the cab that I have the hack on, and we'll use that to make our way to the surgeon. That's my thought.
We are taking a short rest here to eat noodles though.
Yeah, you go ahead. If you guys party agrees on it, you guys go ahead and take your short rest. I know some of you are hurting.
Oh yeah,
Very on board for sure.
I'm completely fine, but I do want to roleplay, talk through some stuff.
All right, the galaxy is yours. What are you doing?
Julie would take. Well, I guess we can talk about this first since you want to talk.
No, go ahead.
So, if we will be going straight to the crypto surgeon should we call Pearl and tell her where her speeder is?
Who's Pearl?
Isn't that the name of the shop person? Pearl's Ship Repair? Or did I write it down wrong?
What was his name?
No, that was right. But we did promise to return it.
Yeah. So the question, yes, we should ditch this because the Pykes are going to be looking for it. So we should, that should be our first stop. Sorry, in character. Yeah, that should be our first stop after Noodles.
Hey,
So
what
then,
was
sorry,
that?
go ahead.
No, what was that, Tuli?
So then, could the taxi meet us at Pearl's?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
No.
He told us where to find it. Yes.
He told you. He said there's the best ones are Fragosians or the best crypto surgeons of the galaxy. He said there's only one on Coruscant by the name of Thamada.
So I'm like, a location? Of course we have a location. What? Give us a location.
I will hop on the World Wide Web and see if I can find him.
What skill? What skill are you going to use?
Tech.
And Tisk, did you want to add to that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna direct him towards the old bounty hunter connections to see what information the Bounty Hunters Guild would have on this name.
So you're going to the bounty hunter, or are you sending what?
I was thinking more along the lines of like if Watt's not finding anything, I'd be like, hey, try this, like and whatnot. Let Watt search through whatever information is out there on the guild.
All right.
So more assisting than just.
All right. What? So go ahead and roll me a skill check to see what you find out.
Okay. Does Tisk provide me any mechanical bonus or no?
What skill did you want to bring to the table? Tisk?
I mean, I was more helping, but I guess if you give us a skill, I can. I don't know. I don't really like have a particular skill here that makes sense for just looking up information. What they have. So
I'll say with Tisk's aid, you won't get advantage, but I will lower the DC some.
Sure. As he's sitting there trying to explain stuff, and I'm just spacing out and not paying attention at all. I'm messing around on my pop lad that jacked into the World Wide Web, the Coruscant Wide Web, and give myself mechanical guidance in the
Coruscant
process.
is a world that counts.
Yeah.
Oh, garbage! Natural one.
Natural one.
can I give him my on this since I'm helping?
You can.
12.
12. Okay. With a 12. Originally you're sitting here and you're scrolling through, and the first thing that that's going through as you're looking at your pop lad is you start getting these pop-ups of, middle-aged Twi'leks in your area looking for singles.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, Watt is just staring at these scantily clad Twi'leks, something you've never seen before. And then finally, Tisk just kind of beats you on the back of the head and focuses you more. So,
who took their clothes?
1% out loud. Just definitely making a scene out of it.
so focusing on it is, sure enough, you do find that in the undercity, relatively close by, is a surgeon by the name of Thamada. He owns a clinic in a, I want to say, financial area, shopping area within the other undercity, not too far away.
Okay. So, in reference to not being too far away, is it faster to go drop the van off and then take the taxi, or is it like walking distance around where we are now?
Oh, you're gonna have to fly to get there.
Okay, cool. I'll point that out, provide directions and address to everybody else, and then resume eating whoever's noodles are left over on the counter.
Chugs, because the bowl is bigger than me.
Oh, I'm not at our counter.
Oh, okay. Well, I still have noodles, so if you would finish those first, feel free.
Okay, sure. Easy enough.
So, as the party's taking a short rest, you guys start hearing banging in the back as the sound of Yi, like, from the sound of things, frantically packing things. All of you taking the short rest for an hour. Is there anything anyone needs to do before I move forward?
Just before, I just want to talk to the group.
Okay.
Do we want to do this now, or do you want to take a
break? Are we gonna be? We good, Sean?
Yeah, the girls aren't home yet.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But I usually take a break around 8. So
Okay. So I want to talk. Wait, are we? We're not alone in the restaurant.
it's with the look of your group and the fact that a bunch of mobsters just showed up looking for you. What clientele ye did have, much as before, have started filtering out. You see
Excellent.
what is actually moving from table to table to table.
He's bussing the tables for them.
Yeah, but he's sipping the bowls of noodles. What? Roll me a Constitution check.
I choose to fail.
Okay, you choose to fail as
I do.
as you roll this Constitution check, and you choose to fail your Constitution check. As one of the bowls that you went to pick up was like drinking liquid fire.
Awesome.
As you just tasted the spiciest thing of your life.
I immediately start running towards the restroom.
You take, because you opted to fail, you take 4 points of suffocation damage as you could not breathe. It was so spicy.
Oh damn! I'm having a reaction. You got it.
So as Shug is going to talk, you just see Watt running past you guys, doing the fanning on his tongue, lips red, blood red, like he just licked a ghost pepper.
Checks out.
All right. So Shug, what'd you get to say?
So that could have gone better. Could have been worse. I thought you said, look, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound really harsh. I thought you said you could fly the ship. I'm talking to Tool.
What about flying the ship? I did.
You did. It just wasn't very flashy, I guess. When someone says I can fly the ship, I've got high standards. I'm an Enzellan. What can I say?
It was very small ship. I am a very large pilot.
So it was a size issue. Okay. I'll make sure to get the full size van next time, not the minivan.
Please, that would make my job much easier.
So okay, so let's talk through the things that went well and the things that didn't go well. Little bit of feedback.
You hear a high pitched whine from the restroom
Aww.
door that, like, you're not sure if a cat's dying or Watt's like crying to himself.
Poor buddy.
That's it. Please continue.
You're fine. Yeah, like I'm talking and then we hear, and I just kind of, and we listen, and then I just continue talking.
Yeah. At the very end of it, there's like a slurp of a piece of meat into my mouth, and then shit goes on.
So I just want to make sure that our priorities are straight if we're going to continue working together, which I would like to do. I think we got something good going here. We hear another whine, mostly. So let me
job
make sure.
got done. You got paid. Points were made. See.
Yeah, well, that's why we're talking about it. So the problem is one of us almost died, and like he gets. I get like, you can tell I'm angry, and I don't think you've ever seen this before. Not that you would be like intimidated or anything, but like just kind of.
Yeah.
You realize that I'm not fucking around. I'm very serious. Listen, I am okay being in the driver's seat and directing whatever the hell this is, but we need to be on the same page. I will never intentionally leave one of you to die. If you're hurt, I'm coming back for you. One of us will. We need to be on that same page.
To preface this, you hear another whine from the bathroom as the person that almost died.
He's fine.
There's a loud flushing sound, and then another one, and then another one, and then like frantic, like shaking the door, trying to open it. And Watt, like, a minute passes and suddenly you don't hear anything. And then a vent above us pops open. And Watt like crawls out and just sits down quietly and doesn't say a word.
You okay there, big shooter? Okay. You just.
And then I take your.
Yeah, you eat your noodles. All right, look, I'm gonna level with you. I don't do this for the money. I do this because I like the thrill of it. I like getting one over on scumbags bigger than me, which I look down at myself, most of them. People who think they're smarter than me. I don't care about the money. And I know what you care about. It's points. And I promise you, you continue to work with me, that I will get you more points than you can ever imagine. But we have to look out for each other.
this point, as you're giving your little spiel, Watt has reached over into his pack and is just staring into the dead eye of Alexander Hamilton.
God damn it.
And this is the moment that Watt changes.
Is he singing to it? Who lives, who dies, who tells story?
And I tuck the head of this blue rusted pit droid under my arm, and then I take out Dapper, and it's I'm even holding him slightly cocked to the side where his head was bent. Then I put them both back in my pack and finish your noodles.
Hey, we could fix those. So don't worry, we'll bring them back. The revolution lives on.
I just grin.
I do a little all right.
This sounds good to me. I would love to have a new crew, but that would mean no one gets left behind.
Aw.
I swear.
Aww. Something about Ohana.
I'm not like
Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind.
Tisk. You're awful quiet over there.
So long as points are Imperials on board.
Imperials are my favorite kind of scumbag.
I didn't mean to leave one without help. There wasn't much I could. So perhaps we spend some of that, as I point towards wherever you stash the credit shit, on yourself, on some supplies.
It's a good idea, and maybe I'll install some kind of module on my droid to help us out in that regard too. Look, I'm not saying that things didn't go well. I think all things considered, I think that went about as well as it could have. You done with your noodles?
Yep.
All right, let's go visit a doctor. Yeah.
All right.
Claw, take it with me as we go.
With that, the party leaves, walking back to the large speeder that you guys borrowed. Thule piloting it back to Pearls. You guys land in the same little area, and as you do, the Jawa and the Duros walks up. The Duros that identifies as a Rhodian walks up. He's got his arms crossed as he's watching as the speeder lowers and the mag clamps come out, locks onto the speeder as it's secured. Opening up the door, boom. He looks and you just see his eyes, his large eyes, normally large, red eyes, open up even larger as he sees the stack of spice in the center of this truck.
On the way, there's a second brick of that spice that has been.
All right. You add to your inventory pound of random unrefined spice. Actually, no, pound of giggle dust, because that's what they were refining.
Nice.
You have a pound. You have a brick of coke.
Fuck yeah.
On you.
Jesus Christ. Does he say anything to us?
As soon as you land, he's like, "You guys did a great job." And he just,
I don't know what you're talking about, and I've never seen you in my life.
He just walks past you, and he holds his hand out for the keys from Thule as he walks past you.
Thule will drop off the keys. Good riddance. Not my size.
As soon as you guys exit the speeder, he walks inside, and the door shuts behind him.
Not my problem.
You see the Jawa.
Did you say uncut?
No. They were refining it. You got giggle dust. Is what you get. That's the specific type of spice that they were making.
Yeah, no, that's an actual item.
Yeah.
That I can hear. So I was confirming.
Yeah.
Quality we were looking at.
Yep. You are. You have a pound. You have a brick of giggle dust. A pound of it. So as you guys are exiting the speeder, the door shuts. You see the Jawa with the, if you remember, with the pack and the pad, looking at the ship, kind of going over the damages that were done to the ship. You see him looking at the engine where it took a blaster bolt, and he's kind of notating on the data pad as you guys are walking away. So what is the party doing?
Bill, that Constitution saving throw I rolled was the one that I had to make to resist addiction at the end of the low that I had gone through that we forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed horribly. So
Your teeth are itchy.
yep.
Yeah, you've got some itchy teeth there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of vibrating a little bit right now. I watched Tisk take the brick.
So with that being said, yeah, okay. With
Looks
you
like-
watch.
just for the sake of putting this together, it looks like according to the compendium, one use of giggle dust is a quarter pound. So I have 4.
Yes, you do. And let's see, during which they roll a okay, so that's the creature. See, yeah, you are addicted
Oh
to
no.
to this giggle dust.
Okay, we'll figure that out as we.
We'll figure that out, aka fucking you have or Tisk has a brick of it that you're going to steal.
100%. That's been,
I love it. I'm writing down in my notes. Watt is now addicted to spice.
saying I don't know if Watt would be self-aware enough to know that he was.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's the reason I told you your teeth are itchy.
And I'm curious though, are there benefits to this addiction as well as like the drawbacks?
Do you get cocaine
People take
strength
us up
along
some
with your
pretty good
addiction?
things, not bad things.
It's basically a stim when you take it, but then it fades very quickly, and then it becomes very detrimental very quickly.
Yeah, it does not beat the low. He
So-
is. What is the spice wampa?
Is it like a potion of haste where you get like exhaustion and whatnot as a side effect as soon as it wears off? Or
Very
like,
very similar.
I'm just interested in how we're going to play this. I've never had an addiction in any of my games before. I want to see how this plays out.
If it works with addiction in other games, the longer you go without it, the more damage you start taking to abilities.
But then, like, how do you cleanse that kind of thing? Because there would be, I assume, some sort of medical
Oh yeah, you'd have to.
option.
I had read this the other day. I was reading back on it again about it. So I will surmise.
But
that in just a second.
on that note, it is now break time, and we will be taking our break, and we will be gone for 20 minutes. But those of you listening will be gone for just a few seconds, and we'll be back with more Star Wars shenanigans in just a moment. And we're back. Such a short break.
So once we drop off the speeder, we need to. I will summon the taxi that we have a LoJack into.
All right. It has a fare in progress. Do you want
I
to?
summon it anyway.
Do you want to have it drop the fare off someplace else and just come to you, or do you?
Oh no! I wouldn't think of that. Nope. I summon it directly to me.
All right. So after a while, as you're in this noodle joint, you stop hearing the noise of Yi, and she's pretty much vanished.
We'd already dropped off the truck.
Oh,
and
yeah,
dude
sorry.
walked into it,
Okay,
buried his face in it.
that's what's happening over there. As in, Bill had a brain fart because that happens. DMs aren't like all omniscient, but we kind of are. So, with that being said, you call in the taxi in the front of this speeder chop shop, and the taxi lands, and you see very very confused New Republic soldier in crisp brand new blue uniform with a Twi'lek in very nice nightgown or night dress like outfit. He looks very. I'm sorry. This isn't the symphony. What are we doing here?
Oh, buddy. I climb in.
We need this taxi. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
And so, okay, I'll say as you guys are piling into the taxi, it's one of those moments where like Thule gets in and they're kind of pushed out. So eventually, the New Republic officer and the Twi'lek step out. Oh, I don't understand this traffic. This taxi service is usually very good. What is this about?
I still have. Do I have a backdoor into the taxi service at large, or just
this taxi?
Just this one. Okay, then yeah. Bye.
As Tisk is the last one to climb in with this giant sniper rifle like on my back to this New Republic officer. I just pull like 10 credits out of my pocket, drop him at his feet, and unsling the sniper rifle and like pile in everybody.
Roll an intimidation check, even if you don't mean it.
I don't. Yeah, like I'm not trying to be intimidating. I'm just like, we're taking this. Here's credits.
You're not trying. You just are.
Yeah, I'm fair. I have a negative chaw. So intimidation is just really bad. 12 total.
Unless we can convince the DM to use strength.
See, I've always thought
I've
intimidation should be at least strength. Should be charisma or strength.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should be able to choose depending on Your character.
If you make it a +1 instead of a -1, it'll be a 14.
All right. So, with that being said, doesn't take much for this repelling officer to see that and looks at the credits, and he kind of puts his hand in front of the Twi'lek and like backs them both away.
Oh,
That's
I
racist.
gotta do it. I can't not. All right. So as he's walking away, like Watt's hanging out the window from like the front passenger seat, and they're walking backwards past that. And Watt just kind of reaches a hand out to see what he can find. For a 16, I'm gonna pick his pockets.
All right, with the 16, I'm going to say, let's see. Yep, he is unaware, but he is only going to get one. You're only going to get one item from him.
That's fine.
You get as you pulling it out, you get this small like figurine of a hooded creature with eyes carved deep into the hood. It's a small figure, looks like a Jawa, carved out of some type of bone.
Interesting. All right. I'm just gonna throw that in my inventory.
All right,
You just took his like kid's toy or something,
Yep.
or some kind of creepy voodoo doll.
You found a small figurine carved from crate dragon bone.
Actually, pretty rad.
Get 10 whole credits to replace it.
All right. So as the party piles into the taxi, where are you sending this taxi to?
Oh, do we even get the location?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Directly to the front door.
Oh God.
Okay. So trying to program it in, you cannot program it into directly to the front door because it seems like it's inside of a massive complex, such as a strip mall. So you program it, and the taxi will take you to the closest landing pad to said location. As you guys are flying in, you start noticing, hey, this looks kind of familiar. As in, this is the area where you found the pit droids. This is the area where you guys attacked the mule droid. As you see the same massive shopping complex coming up, as you guys go to land, you see the same Tredarian parking officer looks back at you as the taxi lands and you guys start piling out and the taxi flies off. You all look familiar.
Yeah, isn't it kind of weird that everything in the city seems to be in the same area?
Well, this is the shopping district. A lot of things are over here.
Do they have noodles?
No, but there is
Damn.
this good place called Galaxy Noodles. It's way back that way. Back the way you came.
I love galaxy noodles.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir here. Did you need something?
Weren't you here earlier with rather large speeder and bunch of pit droids?
Don't know what you're talking about. Let's go.
Tis gets out, gun on shoulder. Nope. And just keeps walking.
To be fair, I was the only one who got out then.
You would have seen the speeder though.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, as you guys are walking into this area, following Watt's data pad, you come into a large, basically yield Star Wars mall in a way. You're passing by several different places. You pass by an arcade. You pass by what's obviously like an open air bar, speeder dealership.
Whoa, they got Time Crisis 24 in there.
Never liked that one. Every time I tried to hide off screen, it said I was too large to go off screen.
Aww.
That's not very nice.
All right, so continuing forward, you guys eventually find a sign of medical clinic, one described by Ruben. So what's the party doing?
Is it on the up and up, or
Looks
are
like
we talking a ripper dock? Like, where are we?
definitely not a ripper dock. This is actually kind of a little high class area. Very clean, well lit. You see families walking around with their kids. This seems like a standard medical clinic.
So
All right, so
I've
I
forgotten
think,
about the Great Droid Revolution. All right.
So we're gonna play a game, and I like to call this game "Whoops My Friends." And so I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna talk to the doc, and I'm gonna ask him for information that he's not gonna want to give us. And then you're gonna start breaking things, and I'm gonna say, "Whoops, my friends are really clumsy," and then he's gonna give us the information. And if he doesn't, then you keep breaking things. Yeah.
I've played this game before. I understand.
Okay.
though.
Sorry,
Now,
what
the
did Tilly
important
say?
part of the game, Watt, is that you only break things when you're given instructions to.
Okay.
And
And one of us goes back.
Ooh, I'll
Oh.
do it.
Mm,
Watt's gone.
oh, okay. Well, that's. Shall we?
Watt's gone. Looking for the back door.
Giggity.
Well, right then.
All right, we go in.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right, going into this clinic minus what? The first thing that you guys notice is that behind the counter there is a hovering medical droid that's standing there, and it has a data pad out. It's kind of holding it with a third arm as to type on it. You get closer in a very, very emotionless voice. As you come forward, do you have an appointment?
No, we're just looking for some information from the doc.
Are you currently in the middle of a medical emergency?
Some might say that, but it's only because that's what my face looks like.
What information are you currently looking for that involves the Dr. Thermoto?
A friend of mine came in here, and he's been missing for a couple of days, and I just want to see if you know where he's gone.
A couple of days. Do you have a name?
Yeah, what was up? Malik. What was the name? Help me out here. Derek cannot remember the name. Malik Sorbo.
You see her type on the data pad. I don't have records for a Sorbo, but let me message the doctor. You see,
Yeah, that'd be great.
typing a little bit more as this is going on.
Fuck.
What? You
Yes,
trying
sir.
you trying to walk around, and the first thing you notice as you're trying to go around this clinic is there's a window. It's it's a sealed window, but you notice the light coming out of it is very violet as compared to everything else. Like the entire room on the inside is lit with a different hue of light.
All right. Does it distract me?
Almost definitely.
It does not.
Oh wow.
I'm going to log that in my little chaos brain as a potential avenue of investigation, but I am looking for other entrances as well.
In
So.
my little chaos brain.
All right, yeah.
Not immediately distracted, but logging for distraction later.
You eventually do.
Exactly.
You eventually do come to a duct access.
A duct access. Perfect. Is it accessible?
Oh yeah, it's actually down on the ground. It's
Sweet. I'm going to check it for security real quick.
give me a tech check.
Okay. Could I use... No, wait. Yep. And I'm going to use my security kit, which will give me advantage. Oh, nope. I'm supposed to click on the kit. My apologies. There we go. Slightly different. Better mods, though. 24 total. If you'll take the security kit, if you require the tech, it is a 19.
Okay. Well, with the security, you're able to open it without setting off any alarms, and pulling on this, you're able to enter into a duct system attached to this building. Moving back to the party, you hear this medical droid's datapad chirp, and she says, "Oh my, apparently the doctor is out."
Well, that's interesting because my friends here tend to be clumsy. I raise my voice. My friends here tend to be clumsy when they're just standing around without any direction.
If there's like a kiosk next to the door, Thule just turns over and backhands it. Oop,
Roll me a melee.
I can be so clumsy.
See, if Watt had gone in the building with you and you told him to start breaking things, he would try to break the droid.
Oh, of course.
I'd already planned it out.
Just do a strength ability check there. 15.
15. All right. You hit it. Roll damage. I want to see how much damage you do.
What am I rolling like a D4?
It's
I guess.
just a straight melee attack. So it would be a D4 plus your strength.
Plus my strength mod.
Yeah.
Okay. 5.
5. You hit it. You don't destroy it, but you put a huge crack into the screen. And the medical droid.
Whoa. Careful, Thule. You almost broke that thing.
You're so clumsy when I have to stand around.
please be careful. The equipment here is sensitive and fragile.
I'm sorry. I'll get him out of here as soon as we get to see the doctor. I don't know. He's really clumsy.
I do apologize. The doctor is not on the premises. So you can come back later. I will make an appointment for you.
Can I tell that this droid is blowing me off?
Roll me an insight check.
Okay. It's my insight. Oh, I get to use charisma instead of wisdom with my insight check because that's a feature. I have this feature called Force of Personality. Okay, cool. Okay, so that is a 17.
17. Yes, it seems like with a 17, you being a tech head as you are, this droid doesn't know it's lying, but it's obviously programmed not to admit something right now.
Mm.
I don't know nothing about no at-atin.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where my brain went. Can't say I ever heard of no AT-AT.
Can't say I never heard of no at-atin.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Get any ideas?
None of them good.
If the doctor is not on the premises, then we'll have to find him somewhere else. You will need to tell us where that is.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Tisk, do we all know what the doctor looks like? Can we all say that we found a picture of the doctor? We know what we're looking for.
You were only told that he's
we at least know what the race looks like.
You were only told that he is a Fergosian. And okay. I need a what skill would any of you use? Remember a very rare species, to know what a very rare species such as a Fergosian looks like.
Lore?
Okay.
I have a decent lore.
Yeah. I'll go with lore as well.
I got a 13.
All right. I'll say with a 13, you have heard of Fergosians. Very rare species. They come almost near the edge of the outer rim, near the unknown, near the uncharted regions of the galaxy. They are completely covered in yellow fur. Most of them wear goggles on their heads because their homeworld is bathed in a violet natural light, and that regular light hurts their eyes. So they tend to wear goggles when they are on extraterrestrial worlds. But they are known for their innate skills at microsurgery.
Hey, Tisk, didn't you say you had to go to the bathroom? Why don't you go back and use the bathroom while we're here? Look for something that's yellow fur with goggles.
Sure. I could really go.
And I will just walk my way back there, whether it's towards the bathroom or not, and just head towards the bathroom.
All right, you head back, and you come to a small little hallway with three doors. One of which you try is obviously locked. One of which you open up, and you see 4 beds and 2 medical droids that both turn in unison, matching the medical droid that's running the first reception desk. And they both look at you in unison with the same voice. Can we help you?
Creepy.
I don't like that. Is there anyone else in the room?
No, just the medical droids.
Just the droids?
Yeah.
I grab the door to close it back. No. And I will check the 3rd door before going back to the locked one.
Opening up the 3rd door, you crack it open. It's the refresher. You see, the refresher standing there. You see a sink.
Do you use the bathroom?
I close the door and go back to the locked one.
There is a locked door.
Surely it's in here. And I jiggle the knob.
The medical droid, hearing the door being messed with, the locked door, hitting the data pad and it beeping red, entering in the wrong code. The medical droid leaves the reception and looks down the hall towards you. Please, do not enter there. There is sensitive medical equipment beyond that door, please.
While that's happening, I want to jump onto the console that it was sitting in front of and see if I can find where the doctor is.
Okay.
Just trying to find the head.
And I just keep wrenching at the doorknob, ignoring the droid.
She gets a little bit more insistent. Please, you don't. Please don't. What skill are you rolling to crack this table?
Technology.
Okay, give me a roll.
Okay. Okay, so that is a 16 on the die plus 9, so a lot.
Okay, a lot. All right.
25.
So with a 25, what are you looking for to determine if the doctor is on the premises?
Appointments for this time.
Appointments for this time. All right. You see that this time is actually blocked out. On there, it's considered a free period. No appointments at this time.
What about like the doctor's agenda? Does he have like a daily planner kind of thing that I can pull up?
Okay, with a 25, you're going through the agenda. You go into kind of a daily planner. You eventually do find a little scheduling for the doctor. That's the motto, and you do see a entry that says terrestrial rehabilitation.
Terrestrial rehabilitation.
Yep.
Do I even know what that means? Or is it like, does it seem like that's like some kind of code?
It might be a code. It's Greek to you.
Does it have a location?
It does not. Okay. So as this is going on, oh, okay. So with that, the droid notices what you're doing, and she turns around. She says, "Please, please, these are sensitive medical files. You do not have access to these files." And she reaches out an arm to you, and
I have a thing as soon as she like turns away to go back and stop him. If it matters.
there it is. It will cast a tech ability as it makes a melee attack action on you.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, before you tell me what the result is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I lied. One reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack. So
Okay.
it's hitting me.
Well, it's definitely going to hit you. And on a hit, the target thinks, all right. So it reaches out its hand, and you hear a buildup of energy, and then a clear, and it shocks you with a defibrillator as you take 9 points of lightning damage.
So I want to spend
Fuck.
my reaction to use my energy shield. It increases my AC to by +5.
Okay.
What is my fucking AC? Oh, AC. Okay, so I have a 17.
17.
Is it still hitting me?
Barely with an 18.
Fuck!
So you're still
That fucking
taking
sucks.
9 lightning damage as it reaches out its hand, and you just see this little Enzellan Shug like, and
I probably like fly like over the like over the desk, like flop down on the ground.
And at that point, you see the droid's eyes turn red. And now I need all of you to roll initiative.
Why is this the second time this is fucking happening?
Well,
I got an 8.
It says there is no combat encounter for which roll.
Oh, it should. I just brought it up. You might have rolled it too soon. Because I'm going to start rolling.
I'm going to refresh here.
I'm getting the same thing. Well, shoot.
All right.
There is no combat encounter on your current viewed scene.
That's weird. Oh, that's because Bill. Okay, that's because Bill's a little stupid. As I now activate the scene for you guys.
There's 2 of me and it rolled twice for some reason.
Take the better roll. That's Bill's fuck up. Let him sort it out.
Oh God, where am I in relation?
Oh, there is 2 of you. Okay, hold on. There's a Watt that's still fighting a Gonk droid.
It's still happening.
It's on its 5th edition of Duel of the Fates.
And my initiative was a 13.
All right, we'll get that settled right now. Update it and get you in as a 13. Update combat.
Go.
All right, and Shug, what was yours?
8.
It's fitting. You just got
Shocked. Yeah.
shooketh.
Shugeth.
You would.
All right, Tisk, you start hearing as the beginning of combat. You start hearing the sound of first time you ever heard this. Shug screaming in pain as he's being shocked.
Yeah. I am
Oh wait, let me move you. You were down here.
okay. That little for the layout there. Okay. Yeah. I am. So I bear with me here a little bit. So I am proficient with a security kit, which I have on me. I'm gonna go to the door where the 2 other droids that I just closed.
Mm-hmm.
That
was this one. I'll go ahead and open it. And that's the bathroom.
So I'm not opening it. I'm actually gonna try and fuse the door shut.
Oh, you want to lock it?
Yeah, so essentially I'm trying to use my security kit to lock it, but in my book, security is like you get through things by blowing them open. It's more for traps than it is really for me getting through locks. So what I'm trying to do is basically like use some explosive material via the security kit to like seal the door, like use like a small like bead of it across the spot to like fuse it shut.
You want to weld, not
Essentially.
explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, give me a security check.
17.
17. You were able to, as an action, you smear a little bit of this pyrocrete explosive out of like a what looks like a little shaving cream dispenser, and you're able to and you basically Star Wars thermite. You're able to get it to fuse. You think it's a good job.
Cool. And then I'm gonna head back up this way towards whatever's happening here. I'm assuming that took my action
That
to
did.
do that. So not a lot else that I'm gonna do here. So that will be the end of my turn.
All right, so medical droid here has heard the alarm. It will open this door. 5, 10, 30. It will dash. 5, 30. This door is now locked. What? You are in, you hear the sound of screaming, and, well, you're not actually here. I'm gonna make you invisible real quick. You hear the sound of screaming and pain and noise underneath you, and you hear the static sound of a fissionable-like material melting metal very close by. And you have an access panel right below you as you are John McClaning it in a duct.
Okay. I'm just checking rooms, one to the next, to the next, to the next.
Go down to Coruscant, have a little laugh.
Yeah. Kind of thinking that I'm trying to get to that room with the neon lights, but I'm just checking one room at a time.
Okay.
As I continue to John McClane this.
All right. So, what are you doing right now?
Well, I use my movement speed to get in the grate, and to the very first room. I will look through the grate, and what do I see?
Okay, where you are currently looking down through the grate, you see, from your position, you see a medical droid by itself. Its eyes are red, and it seems to be heading towards the door. The room is an operating room that has a operating table in it as you are looking through the grate, Metal Gear Solid style. Clean tools as this one medical droid, obviously on some type of alert, is heading towards a locked door, or what appears to be a locked door.
Okay, but nobody else in it?
Nobody is, just the one medical droid.
I will continue to move up to my movement to get to the next room.
All right, gotcha. Which direction are you moving? North, south, or east or west?
Where did I enter the building in relation to...
You entered here, if you can see it on the map.
I can't. I just see a black screen because I don't have a token on the map.
Okay. You entered and went east and found this room.
Okay. So I would like to head further into the building, whatever direction that is.
Okay, roll me a d4.
Okay. I'm going to use an investigation if that's cool.
Okay.
I'm trying to get over the operating room, essentially.
Well, you are over an operating room right now.
I'm trying to get over another one.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so it's appropriate for what? I rolled a 4 on my direction.
Okay. All right. That pans out. All right. And you move up to your movement. All right. That is your turn. Thule.
Got it.
So Thule doesn't like that one of his crewmates just got shot, since that's a new thing. And he's going to be mad about it. He's going to come over here, and he's going to...
Is he big mad about it?
No, he's not big mad yet. He's going to come over here, and he's going to bear hug this bot and try to pin its arms down. So, like,
Shug sees you
arms
moving
in the bear hug.
Under his breath, he goes, "Whoops, my friends."
All right. So you're trying to grapple the bot?
Yes.
All right.
It's an 18.
Look at that pop out window. It's an 18 versus its acrobatics.
It rolled a question mark.
And the question mark was a 4. So you have this droid in your arms, and it's got red eyes, but it still has that very patient, like nice, caring nurse's voice. And it says, "Please, you don't understand. This is sensitive medical equipment."
And completely ignoring the bot and just holding it away from Shug. And if I need to pull it further back from Shug or whatever I need to do, I have movement speed left. But I'm gonna call over the bot's shoulder. Do the vials have what we need?
You asking the bot?
No,
He's
I'm
asking
asking
me.
Shug.
I don't know. I didn't get enough time.
You have,
But I do know this
time
droid's
now.
lying to us or omitting something. You said you have time now?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm just bear hugging this bot now
Hell yeah.
to keep it far enough away from you that you can do what you need to do.
Sounds good.
And I don't need to drag the bot away. It's not within melee range of Shug anymore.
It is not.
Okay, cool. Then I'm done.
All right. So, it's its turn. You have it grappled. It is not trying to escape, but it's going to make a touch attack on you at disadvantage. Because I think that's how it works, if I remember correctly.
I don't think
It's gr-
disadvantage
it-
has
I think-
to do with
no.
how it's trained.
Yeah, for grappled,
Yeah,
it's
it-
just movement speed is 0.
Yeah, he's right.
Hey, you're still free to act.
Oh.
As-
Okay, so then it's going to make... All right, does a 17 hit you, Thule?
Yes, it will.
All right, you are going to take... let's see. You take 2 points of electrical damage as it touches you with the defibrillator, and you hear the beep, 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 beep.
Would encourage you not to do that.
Wait, he took 2 points and I took fucking 9?
Yeah.
What is this bullshit?
1d10, man. The dice...
Jesus.
the dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
I feel like as the shock hits me, it causes my chest to flex a little bit, and I squeeze tighter on the droid.
You're like,
I would encourage you not to do that.
That's sensitive medical equipment.
Okay, as that happens, 5, 10, 15, this door opens, and you see another medical droid, 20, as it looks, its eyes are red, its hands are glowing and crackling with electricity. It looks at the bot and at Shug. Shug is the closest one. It will move towards Shug and make a touch attack.
Fuck me.
And it rolls a 2.
Okay, cool.
As it touches the ground, and you just hear beep, 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 beep.
I do the tiniest, most adorable combat roll you've ever seen in your life.
All right, and that's its turn.
Are these the USA
Smallest
droids?
Souls moment.
The
ever.
what?
USA
USA.
droids?
Yeah, they are.
I want one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it will dash to the door that is now locked. And then there's going to be someone else who's very confused, and he will try to look and see what's going on. And now we're to another medical droid. This one will 5, 10, 15, 20. It will unlock and open this door, and it will come up behind Tisk. Does a 15 hit you, Tisk?
That is my armor class. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So
All right, so as you're sitting here, you hear beep, 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 and you are hit with a defibrillator behind you for 3 points of lightning damage.
it's just like a hiss as I recoil and turn back around towards the droid.
All
Did
right.
this come out of the door that was previously locked?
Yes.
Okay. Given where I am at and what I can see through there right now, can I see anything on that like operating table inside of there?
You see the you can see into the operating table. Nothing's on the operating table. It's actually very clean.
Okay.
And then it's Shug. It's your turn, and then your droid.
Okay, so there is a droid in melee with me.
Yes, there is a droid within melee with you that you dodged its attack.
Okay. So since he's in melee with me, okay, no, I lied. I'm gonna bonus action. I can bonus action disengage from this droid, and then I'm going to use my wrist blaster on this one, the one that Thule is bear hugging.
Okay.
Do I get any kind of bonus because it's grappled? No. No, I get advantage though because I don't get advantage. I get my sneak attack damage because
Yes.
he's in melee with him. Okay. So let's go with that.
Actually, I'm not going there. I'm going to this space, so I'm not in melee with it. Okay, and my wrist blaster does what?
Blast wrists.
Thanks, bud. Okay, here we go. Oh shit. Gonna use my inspiration. Yes, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Was a 2 on the die? Okay, that's better. That is a dirty 20.
30, 20 to hit. It definitely hits.
Cool. All right, so this does how much damage? Damage. There we go. 1d4. All right, so it does 5 damage plus my sneak attack, which fuck, I don't think I've done this yet. My sneak attack is an extra 1d6 still. Okay, that's a 4, so it's 9 damage total.
All right, 9 damage. As you hit it with your wrist blaster, it just explodes in Thule's arms and falls into pieces at its feet.
Fucking touch me. And then my droid is gonna come up behind. It's gonna like materialize ominously behind the droid that tried to attack me because it was hidden, and then it's gonna attack as well. Prepared for this guy. Hold on, tracker droid. Okay, here we go. That is a 16 to hit the.
It hits.
Droid. Fuck yeah. So this is ion / lightning, or it's lightning damage. So I think droids are vulnerable to that, right?
They are.
So I'm gonna roll a d4.
Unless they are ion shielded.
Sure. Okay. So on the d4, I rolled a 1. So he's gonna take 1 or 2 points of damage depending on if he's shielded or not.
Okay, as your droid comes up behind it and shocks it, you just see, and it falls, and it's as it dies.
Yes. Shug, the droid reaper.
All right, this droid comes up, and it is going to attempt a security. Oh, my bad. That is. It's going to try to. What was your security check? Fisk? 17, right?
17, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, it's going to. It pulls out a little welder, and it's going to try to its own security check to see if it can crack yours. As it rolls a 19. Okay. As this door opens, there we go, and that is its action. Back to Tisk.
All right. Well, this one just flinked me, and now the one opened the door. So I'm gonna pull out one of my explosive charges. This is not a full grenade. This is one of my demolition specialist pieces. So it's only a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
And I will drop it here.
So it's gonna hit everything
so
within 5 feet.
5-foot radius of that.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pull out this bomb. It's not a bomb. It's just a little bomb. It's not that big a deal.
Look, this thing came up and shocked me. Fuck this.
No, you just don't know what's on the other side of that door.
Nope, don't care. I mean, whatever. Like, I know this just got what I tried to shut just got reopened, and I know there was 2 droids in there that are probably also now pissed given everything else. So fuck it,
Okay,
I drop it. So,
yeah, okay, that's a 5-foot. Okay, there we go. What do they need to roll? Do they roll anything?
Double check the DC on this real quick. Hold on. I basically do this in place of my attack. So once per turn, when you would make a ranged attack, you instead throw one of your charges. Blah 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 blah. 5 feet. DC 12.
Okay, did they make a dex save?
Yes.
All right, I need to make 4 dex saves.
So many.
Oh, I dropped the die. Die down. Okay, first 2.
If any of them roll a 1 on the save, I need to know.
All right, one rolled a 12 and one rolled a 1.
Fantastic. That one will take max damage.
Okay, and then the other 2 is a 14 and a 10.
Okay. What was the first one? Sorry, it was a
12.
A 12. Okay, so the 12 and the 14 will take half damage. The 1 will take a total of 10 points of damage, and then the other one will take full damage. So wow, max roll anyway. Nice. All right, so 2 of them take half for 5, and then the other 2 take 10.
All right, you just hear a concussive a series of explosions as these things only have 1 hit point, and you just hear 4 droids just shatter into pieces in shrapnel as they all die behind you.
Oops, my friends.
I look towards Shug. Sensitive
medical equipment.
So with that,
I will shift down here to just get a better look inside to see if there's anything else at this point, and just admire my handiwork.
so I'm gonna say this because one, that's the end of combat. Two, so Tisk. How would they explain this on the Holonet?
Let's see. Republic authorities called to a medical facility in the Undercity shopping center, where found a series of decimated medical droids with no signs of what caused this situation other than perhaps a small explosive. We're really not sure what happened here. Back to you, Bob.
All right, now being out of initiative order, what? Back to you. You come up to the grate because you happen to roll a 4, which meant you went in the right direction because I had it as a 4. You see coming up from the grate in the ceiling that you're on, the duct that you're in, violet light coming up.
I'm going to get distracted for just a minute and just stare at the pretty lights. And then catch myself and then start looking around in the room. What is in the room?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
You got it. I'm gonna use the power of the lights and like me catching myself and oh shit, I need to focus. And I'm going to give myself a potent aptitude die. Damn, 25.
Okay. Looking down and your eyes having to adjust to these, which you have goggles on, you have to pull the goggles down. Your eyes adjusting to this violet light, this very strange, ominous, like violet light. You look down, pulling down your goggles. You see a office with 2 chairs. One chair facing the desk. You see a chair at behind the desk, and cowering underneath the desk, you see a furred, 4-foot tall humanoid figure, completely covered in yellow fur. Its eyes mirror black. A pair of goggles on its forehead as it is hiding from the sounds of combat that seems to be going on around it.
Okay. I have no idea that this guy's the doctor. So I'm gonna like pop open the grate and like flip down almost like a Black Widow kind of Marvel Black Widow assassin kind of thing. Just unfold myself out of the grate into the room and land
in the chair.
I'm looking for the doctor. Have you seen him?
He looks at you and his mirror black eyes just widen. And he's like, and that, my friends, is where we're going to call the episode. It is now 9:30, so we can do accolades.
Yeah.
So,
Did someone call for a doctor? I have a cure for that.
all right, let's see about accolades.
17.
17.
Going first, Derek.
All right. Gabe.
All right, it's in the chat.
Thank you.
Shug, Tisk, Watt, Thule.
All right, Shug, you first.
I was not prepared.
You can hold your initiative to go later in turn order.
Am I allowed to do that?
And I love that house rule.
Bill, I enjoyed the chase rules. They were super simple. That was fun. I liked that. That was really cool. And as far as player accolades, I liked Thule getting angry when the droid shocked me and intervening. That was that made Shug's heart happy. It was a joy playing Whoops My Friends with you.
That's one of your favorite games.
That's all I got.
I assure you, the pleasure was mine.
All right.
Tisk is up next.
Disc.
I'm gonna double down on the chase scene. The forced use of skills, of it being a skill challenge across that, rather than it just being another combat after we had just done a combat, made for what I think turned into some fun, interesting choices from people, as opposed to just I use my sniper rifle to shoot them, right? Like, it made me think of like, what would I do differently? That, like, yes, I have the sniper rifle on me, but how do I utilize things in the area to actually like interact with this scenario in a skill-based way instead? I liked what that kind of made people bring to the table for it. I thought it was fun. And I had another thing I was going to point out, and my brain has already let go of it. So yeah, I enjoyed the chase scene. It was fun. And then Watt, I have to give mine to you for staring into the eye of Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, that's so good. Yes.
I died. It was
You were
great.
talking about not leaving people behind.
It was so good. It was just such a great point in the middle of this while everything else is happening, and you're just having this moment back here with this droid head. It was fantastic.
Thank you very much. Bill, the spice in the noodles, was it that led to so many great little bits that just kind of kept, it was the gift that kept giving. And then the New Republic officer like just slowly backing away. I enjoyed the little flavors that you injected tonight and added to the world around us.
The spicy flavors.
Yes, the spicy flavors. Jacob, as soon as you grabbed the spice brick during the chase scene, I was like, ooh, 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 I know this one. And it just gave me so much joy that you literally skeet shot the drugs across the windshield.
If it had made sense for me to look at the droid and say pull, I would have.
Just that little moment tickled me so much.
Thanks.
But that whole chase scene was awesome as well.
All right. So,
That's
Tuli.
me. Yeah. So I appreciate you, Bill, letting us go back to Yeezito and make her life hell again, and just rolling with us through that. Our destination noodle shop getaway.
She's gonna open up a shop on another planet, and you guys are gonna find her.
I hope so. I really
I
Only
am
hope.
keeping track of all the noodle shop owners that we meet. So
the noodle shop owner union is going to have a ban on it.
right, we're gonna have wanted posters up in every noodle shop.
No, there's no union, but there will be one because of us.
Eventually going to
And
get
then,
notifications across the Bounty Hunters Guild notifications of like, please stop harassing noodle shop owners.
The network of nudes.
I love it.
And then I had two one-liners written down that I really liked. My slip up of calling Sugar Sugar and then immediately responding with Sugar was my mother. I really like that one. And then with Vobin, it was supposed to be under the table. Well, it is under where it started. With Tisk, was just solid. I liked both of those, and I didn't want to choose one, so you both get mine.
Thanks, man.
All right, going down the list. Let's see. First off, Shug. Any interaction between Shug and Vobin has been like my favorite so far.
They have been fun.
Yeah,
I agree.
and so even though that like quote unquote might be your last interaction, that I'm happy it ended that way.
Yeah.
Tisk, I've gotta echo Gabe on the use of the spice. It's like when we do these chase rules, Tisk better use that fucking sniper rifle.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, use of the skeet shooting spice was great. Let's see. What? Yeah, I gotta say the spice scene with the noodles being spicy, that was very enjoyable. Also, Watt's reaction to the chase, and like I had Furiosa vibes. You were one of the war boys on top of the God,
Shiny and chrome.
shiny and chrome.
Need some
Absolutely.
spray paint and yelling "Witness me." And then there we go.
Tuli, the trying to break the screen and rolling a 5 and just cracking it. I was waiting for Tuli to be like, ow, and like shaking his hand. But yeah, your reaction to Shug getting like shocked. Taking the most damage I think Shug's taken so far.
Oh, for sure, by a lot.
If Shug got hit again, we were gonna get real mad. But
Yeah.
for just once, we were gonna bear hug.
Yeah, it was great, very enjoyable with you guys tonight. I'm happy you enjoyed the chase rules. Because I agree, chase is just another combat. I like it being. I really dig it being a skill challenge now. because chases are very hard to do in D&D sometimes. But that being said, only one of you can get accolade to get inspiration, which you guys seem to be using inspiration like crazy. Shug's gotten it, Watt's gotten it, I think Tisk. So I'm going to give it to Thule this time around. Thule, you got some inspiration.
Thanks.
And those of you that are listening at home, thank you very much for giving us a listen. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you can get caught up. If you want to catch shorts of this, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Book of the Dead, on YouTube, where I edit down what we consider the funniest moments to little shorts on YouTube. But yeah. And as we like to say here at the Forgiver DMs, practice kindness. It is a free action, and we hope to see you guys next week. Thank you very much.